Hello, welcome to Intellect Menti. Our today's topic is structure of modern periodic table. In this topic, we are going to focus today on the blocks and zigzag line. So let's get started. Now what you can see on the screen is we have four different blocks here. This is the first block we have here, which is comprising of two groups, group number 1 and 2. So we have total four blocks: S block, P block, D block and F block. We are going to see in detail about these four blocks, but before that, see this diagram, this picture carefully or table carefully. What you can see here is you have different colors and the different elements. What it indicates that what are the types of elements we have? Metals, non-metals and what? Metalloids. As metals, non-metals and metalloids, all types of elements present in this modern periodic table. So now we have to understand how we will differentiate whether they are metals, where are metals, where are non-metals and where are metalloids. For that we have the concept called as zigzag line. Okay, so this four topic we will discuss in this video: blocks, SPDF and the zigzag line. So let's begin with the zigzag line. What you can see on the screen is I differentiated in this some blocks with some headlines. Let's try to understand this. This is a block type. This is the groups involved in that block, and this is the name particularly given to those elements. And the last one is which types of elements are present in that particular block. So let's focus on this. Remember, group number 1 and group number 2 is contains in is called as S block elements. Group number 13 to 18 is called as P block elements, and in between 3 to 12 is called as D block element. And at the bottom we have what? F block element. So now we can also make here one more table that will be representing your position of the element, we can say, or position of the block. What you can write here is S block is present at left hand side of the modern periodic table. P block is present at what? Right hand side of the periodic table. Whereas your D block is at what? Middle of the modern periodic table. And the F block, it is present at bottom of periodic table. So now, before going to start with names, let's focus and understand where they are in periodic table. Let's begin with the outline of the periodic table. So here we have 1 minute, please. Yeah. So what we have here is we have here this is the outline as we have seen in this table. So see here, there are four colors. This is S block, group number 1 and 2. This contains your S block. From here, from 13 to 18 group, this is consist of P block. And at the end, in between, we have 3 to 12. This is consist of D block. And at the bottom, we have F block. So as we know, in last video I explained from group number 3 and period number 6 we have this series, and 3 to 7 we have this series, and this series are called as lanthanide series and actinide series respectively. And these two series comprises of what? F block element. So in this way we have the four blocks. Now the next statement is very important. There are three types of elements which are present in this modern periodic table. Your S block contains all metals. D block also contains metals. P block contains metals, non-metal and metalloid. What we also call as what? Semi-metal. So now try to understand. So there are metals as well as non-metals and metalloid present in this last right corner block. And in F block, we also have only metals. Remember this: S block, D block, F block contained metals, and P block contains metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Now, how you will distinguish this? That's why we have to study here zigzag line. So what is zigzag line is? It's a very simple. See, from here you can see this is line I'm drawing. This is in zigzag shape. Okay, what is a zigzag line? Zigzag. So what you can see, this is a zigzag line. At the left side of this zigzag line, we all have metals. At the right side of this, we have non-metals. And along with these zigzag lines, whatever elements we have, those are called as what? Metalloids. So simple. So this is your principle or the basic concept of zigzag line. So in this way, you have here S block, P block, D block, and F block. And what are the positions? S block at the left corner, P block at the right corner, D at middle, and F at what? Bottom. So now, what are the elements, name of the elements we called as? So remember now, the elements which are present in S block and your P block. What I'm saying, S block and the P block, those elements are called as normal elements. What do you call as normal elements? Why? We will see. But before that, come to D block. D block is called as transition element. What we called as transition element. And what is the F block? It is called as, it is called as inner transition. What we called as inner transition. So now what is the inner transition? As you can see, F blocks comes from this. So we can say it is inner transition elements. So now we will understand why these elements are called as transition, inner transition, and what? Transition elements, inner transition elements, and the normal elements. So let's begin with meaning of this two. So here, see at the third column, group number 1, that is S and P block elements, are considered as normal elements. Why? Let's see the meaning. There's a one outermost shell is incomplete. So try to understand. अगर एक outermost shell incomplete है तो आप कहोगे normal elements. अगर दो outermost shell incomplete है तो कहोगे transition elements. और अगर तीन outermost shell incomplete है तो क्या कहोगे inner transition. So here F block contain two series, lanthanide series and the actinide series. 3 to 6 period and 3-7. We already explained in the last video. So I'm giving you the example of normal elements. Consider from one of the example of your S block element, lithium. What is the lithium? Its atomic number is 3. So its configuration become 2,1. So here only outermost shell is incomplete. It means one shell is incomplete. Consider the element from P block, aluminium. Aluminium having atomic number 13, so its configuration become 2, 8, 3. So first two are completely filled, and this is outermost is only one shell is incomplete. So that's we can say it is what? It is contains in what your one outermost shells are incomplete. So we can call that they are normal elements. Clear with this? So this is all about your blocks and zigzag line. So let's look at here at the final structure of modern periodic table. What we are learned from last 3 videos. The first we had groups, about 18 groups, periods, about 7 periods, and the 4 blocks, in which the group number 1 we called as alkali metals. You can see here. Group number 2 is called as alkaline earth metals. Then we have group number 17, that is called as halogens. Group number 18 that we called as noble gases, and this D block, these elements are called as transition metal. Okay, see here zigzag line. This is a zigzag line. Along with the zigzag line, whatever elements you have, see this. boron, silicon, arsenic, germanium. Then you have this antimony. Now you can see polonium. These all elements which are shown in green, they are called as what? Semi metals. So that's why I said along with the line जो भी elements है वो कौन रहेंगे? आपके metalloids होंगे. और लेफ्ट साइड में जाओगे तो आपको सब कौन मिलेंगे? Metals. And that right side we will get what? Non-metals. So this is your zigzag line. So thank you so much. We conclude here structure of modern periodic table. In the next video, we will study periodic prints, which is one of the important topic. Till then, please like, subscribe and share if you are liking my lectures. Thank you.